is going to be good.
I guess here at Rogue's Den, we have our just one of our local tournaments that we guys had today, and Paul here got first place with Hellku, which is
That's not the name.
It's Hellku.
It's Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Whatever. It's so cute. All right, so explain kind of what the lead does, because I don't think we've ever seen it really.
Yeah, almost no one knows what this thing does. So this whole deck is based on flipping the top card of my deck to the bin and then playing the guy that gets basically thrown down there. So he can awaken at 2 energy if I do that, and then take myself down to 5, untap and draw. And you flip over. He's 15. Don't worry. So he attacks and he draws 2+1 back to help everything work out.
Okay.
And then he gets +5, which is crazy. 20k is really good. You can also add the Unison once per game and then top deck a card from your hand. Also sets up everything. And then Spirit Boost, you can do the thing. So you mill a top card and you can play it.
Okay.
It's
awesome.
You see a lot of cards. You end up playing like the card that you put back, so it pluses a lot more than like you'd think it would.
And you're running 50 cards.
Oh, I never go over 50. Never.
Yeah, we know.
It's never worth it. All right, so I'll start with like the main part of the deck. So for Trip to Hells, I always mulligan for this card.
Shiny.
It has 2 sides to it. The top half is you pay 1, draw 2, put 1 back to the top of the deck, and you mill it.
Okay.
So you play the guys that get milled, and that's the way you flip over the leader.
Okay.
So I always want to have this because it draws 2 cards. It's pretty good. And then the back half is if you have 3 or more energy, you can just mill, which I never do. It never happens. I never set it up like that. So I always mulligan for this.
Okay.
So the big guy we get off of it, deflect 20k, double strike, lol. Kills dude in rest mode for 1 energy. This card is insane. It's let me show all the pre-release ones.
Wow. Jeez.
So
You're welcome, by the way.
yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, this card is the best card in the deck because I can put 2 of them out turn 2 if I open the Unison. But I always get 1 turn 2. It's the best attacker in the deck. Having deflect, it beats blue. It's 20k, so it's hard to get over, and early enough, they're not gonna be able to super combo.
It feels super bad to play Zamasu into that card.
If you go,
let me tell you.
yeah, it feels so bad.
bad.
If you go second against this deck, you're gonna feel a lot of double strikes. This one people I don't think play. It's a blocker 19. You do it the same way when you mill. You pay 1, bring them out. You draw a card, put 1 back, and then tap a battle card, which triggers stuff like Bergamo and Poutine and whatnot. But he's 19, and this deck has a hard time with Violent Rage because the best attacker is 20.
That's true, yeah.
But a 19 can go through and hit. And also, 19k blocker almost means he's gonna live. It's pretty good. I thought this card sucked. That's why I don't make foils of it.
That's the reason?
That's the reason. I like it now, actually. Pan, less good. That's why I play 2 of them. She's a blocker. She comes out once per turn, limit 1. Your opponent has to have 2 or more energy, and then your leader gets crit when she's played. You don't pay any mana for it. The problem is you can't play going first because
then you can't crit him on turn 2.
your opponent doesn't have 2 energy, unfortunately. So then the best one really is Trunks because you don't pay mana for him. You draw and put 1 back when you play him, and he has the leader effect that can flip over. So you end up just having a giant board with just him plus a guy, and every time you have him, it's him plus a guy.
Right. Do you think the and I know what the answer is going to be, but the Goten Searcher, do you think it's worth it at all? Just
No,
you can pop it from your hand?
Doing it from your hand just doesn't matter because if you don't know what it does, you discard it to trigger the miracle on this side only.
Yep.
If you don't have like Trip to Hell, but the card doesn't do anything, and I don't want to cast it because 1 mana. It's just I'd rather have something up.
Right. I figured I'd ask though, just because I'm sure people who do build the deck are like, oh hey, this card can search out my Unison.
Just mulligan for if you want to mulligan properly, like that card would make the mulligans a little bit easier, but you're basically looking for these and then the Unisons because this with any of these works, and then a combination of these 2 also work to flip over. So we also play 4 of the 18.
Look at these non-SPRs here, but all these cards.
I got them ordered. This year's sucks, and no one fucking believes me. It's 4,000. It doesn't attack. She comes out for 1. When you Spirit Boost with her on the field, you tap a guy, not ignoring barrier. Kind of unfortunate, but it helps with destroying a dude with this thing. +2, you can top 3 cards of your deck, put them in any order. She doesn't draw any cards or anything like that. Her -2 is Brainstorm, so draw 3, put 2 back. Almost never happens. Bad Unison can't attack, so I lose the hatch every time.
unless you're in the mirror for some reason, or someone's playing like the Demigra, you just swing at it.
Right, yeah, being 4, she gets attacked by everything. I hate it.
Demigra's 5.
Demigra's 5,
Is he 5?
yes.
Terrible.
Yeah. The best card in the deck is the best yellow card in the game, in my opinion, Dragonfish Goku. You just need 4 mana, and you pay 3 for it if you have a Unison out. and she's 1, so you pay for 4 basically. Once per turn, you Spirit Boost 2, gain dual attack, and your opponent can't do battle card effects 7 or less from the battle he swings. So as soon as you tap him, nothing. No super combos or telephones.
Explain that.
So you can't like do any battle card, no battle card negates, no blocker, no super combo activations, nothing that's had battle card effect as soon as you tap him for an attack. And he's double strike. So and he's deflect. You can't do anything to him. And when he comes into play, you kill 2 rested dudes. If you're playing yellow deck, you have to play this.
Yeah.
Because it's so powerful. It wins games. Won me way too many games today. I beat a Topo. I beat the Backbone Universe 7 super combo. If you have a 0 power super combo against this, that sucks. I guess you just lose. This helps win on turn 4 basically, or turn 5.
You mostly win. What do you think you win with on turn 4 most of the time?
4, yes. 4 and 5. Then good yellow cards. The
fight for meta.
Yes. We go fast here. 4 Mecha Freezes. So this deck doesn't have a lot of mana up, and it's gonna come to a problem. I'll show you guys some cards. This is like the only good card I can play, really.
It's PTSD.
It's very good.
Oh, you know.
2 or 3 in a row can really end the game, but I never have 2 mana up.
Yeah, yes it does.
So this is even better in this deck because after turn 1, I end up charging like more of these, and if they're in the mana, you're good. So I play I think 11 or something like extra cards. I'm always gonna have them live.
Do you have a method of, because I watched it with Navarro when he plays it, is with Trip to Hell, you don't really play it past like X amount of turn, like because it's just dead after that.
Yeah, well, it's not really dead. It's just if I have this, then I do it, like because this is just basically just 2 mana. If I don't have a unison, I always do it. It's just it's good to fire off, but not all the time. If you don't need it, you don't need it. You can't combo with it. It's just a card. So and it helps going into energy because I get to use Mecha Frieza.
He's got a second effect, but we don't use that.
Who cares? 2 Prideful Transformations, and I'm probably cutting this card. So the problem with this deck, and I think it's probably maybe I play it weird, but I want to go fast. So she basically comes at 3 markers because you +2, and she comes up for 1. A lot of times I end up having like this board, so I end up using Spirit Boost on my leader and Spirit Boost off Trunks. So she almost never has 2 markers on her. I never want to stack one underneath because Dragonfish, I want to always have this live at some point. So I don't want to use these like crazy, even though my leader can search it, which I think I did twice today. But I don't want to just throw her away like crazy just to have 2 markers on and then get attacked and it doesn't matter.
Right.
So I'm tired of this card because you need 2 markers for it. And he's not 15, so he can't attack and doesn't really get around deflect that well. It doesn't matter. I mean, you could play it. I don't care about it though.
What do you think you would, like right now, what do you think you would take out for? Do you have any idea?
Honestly, no, because there's even cards in here that I want to cut because I just never use them. This deck's mostly filler. Super combos, I did 2 and 2. I was doing 4 and then 0, but I just want to try Zamasu today, and it was pretty good because
it's pretty helpful being able to tap stuff.
Tapping cards is good. Who knew? Who knew?
It's not like there's a whole.
Now, do you think with this, because one thing maybe is using Chilai.
Chilai's problem is you can as soon as you show your opponent Chilai, they can play around it because it only taps leaders and unisons, and if they're playing with like maybe you killed a unison last turn, they can just like not play unison and just attack the leader first.
That's true.
At least this you can always tap something. And speaking of tapping cards, a couple weeks ago I charged him every single time I had him. Today I resolved him twice and he's pretty good.
So disrespectful, just charging the 1-0.
Well, before I didn't have the Zamasu's in
it's a
here.
secret rare, man.
Yeah, I know, but it's not that good. It's not at 4. And Poutine's a fucking menace. This card's ridiculous. and I did a mirror earlier and we were fighting over our other Poutines. Good card.
Shout out to Navarro.
Shout out to Navarro.
Play the deck too.
I still play Basil because what this deck does turn 1 is nothing. Because I don't play the Unison out turn 1 going second because she just dies because your opponent gets a turn to play. So I end up just like passing turn with her in my hand. And Basil at least does something, and like dual attack's fine. If he doesn't get outed, he just sits there forever and he's just a menace. He's just super annoying and he's gonna kill stuff really good. It helps against like really aggressive decks where I can clear a board. 2 Monkey. This card I never cast it all fucking day. I don't even know if I hate this card or not. Because
How many times have you really actually like used the effect other than comboing it off? Like realistically.
Once or twice. I had games against U7 Gohan where I had 4 mana up and passed. I'm like, why not have this card in my graveyard? It's just another filler card. I had Warcry in here, but he can't do Warcry. He's never mana up. I don't know. It's just more filler. It's just, if you want to play good yellow cards, you can put them in there. 2 Secret Identity Mass Saiyans. This deck loves removal. More of it is great. I do have a Fighting Against Fates coming in the mail. Don't worry.
So you're gonna do 101?
Yes. I still like this card a lot. This card
really good.
Amazing. Even 25. Just 25.
And yellow lacks. I mean,
Yeah,
this
like-
deck doesn't, but like just being able to just pop tokens or do things like that.
Sometimes you don't have the removal and you just need them. There's no Champa in here because the best attackers are double strikers. It's just unnecessary. So for other extra cards, I've got the 2 Power of Super Saiyans. Not 3 or 4 because, like I mentioned earlier, I never have mana up, so I never get to use this. This card is better than Primal Transformation, but in this deck it's just hard to resolve. I don't like passing turns with mana up, so...
We know.
Yeah, that sucks.
We know, right?
Just going fast, man.
Going fast. 3 Frieza Armor Reinforcements because I want to get to 4 for my super combo, and I would put myself to 5 when I awaken, so it's just perfect.
Yep.
I love this card. It's great. I don't know if I want to play 4, but good card.
I need foil ones, but it's fine.
I can't find them. 2 Final Flash. I'm trying this just for today because I am tired of dealing with Poutine, because if you can tell, none of my cards can deal with Barrier.
I told
At
you
all.
that.
No, I actually did it. No, I did it myself last night. So we can't deal with Barrier at all in this deck, and cards like Bojack, Poutine, and just stupid dudes, I just have to negate them.
This probably won you one of your matchups too.
Yeah,
Honestly.
it did. I mean, I'll probably keep it in here for a while, but
I think you should, just because it is a yellow, really good card.
It's fine,
It turns off so much stuff.
again, it's more just filler. This deck is just a lot of filler. And my ultimate, it's not the one I want to play. I just don't have Celzino. Because the day I did use Celzino, I won 4 games with it. Because if you can tell, the best cards in the deck are 8 and 4. Get that away from me. 8 and 4 is this guy. And if you don't win on turn 4 with him, you just have these out as 12.
It's crazy. I just 12 for 4
Easy,
energy.
and
It's
it
crazy.
perfectly lines up with the 5. I don't think I cast this all day. It's whatever. It's an ultimate.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the sideboard, I didn't use most of it today, but they all have a purpose. So 2 Mass Saiyans, because Higher Dragon is a really tough matchup as much as you'd say it's not.
I don't know, man. It's
a tough matchup because it's just constant cards, and if this at least stops them from drawing like half of their cards a turn, because they have to play the Higher Dragon to combo with it unless they just want to draw it, it's fine. Going first against like the super aggressive decks like Ginyu, AOD, etc., it's fine. It got killed against AOD earlier, but so whatever. So I also can't charge, and I can't keep up mana. So I don't play Deborah, I play the Gohan.
Yeah.
This did actually work the times I played against Hand Destruction.
makes sense.
If you can't hold up mana, you just play this dude for free.
Or you just charge him if it's in a bad matchup.
Yeah, it's fine. He's just there. 2 Chi-Chi, this should be the... if your opponent attempts a mana except by an awaken skill,
Oh, the
kill
Whis.
energy. The Whis. I don't have the Whis. This is just for the anti-dimension magic. It's whatever. The other one's has better purpose.
Whis is way better.
This card actually won me a game, Potato.
Yes, sir.
I tapped down the Dragonfish Goku because it doesn't have the counterplay text for that. It's the auto. So 8 mana Gogeta, 8 mana Dragonfish, 8 mana Super 17. Like the big giant bosses, you can just tap them.
Genosel. It works against everything.
This card is very good.
Card's nuts.
I'll hold up mana for this.
Yep.
That's how good that card is. Against like yellow and blue, just want to have this guy all the time. Can't touch him, basically. It's hard to deal with. I'm tired of people playing fucking blue. So just
You got PTSD just playing blue.
I just want to. No one knows how to attack in this game, dude. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna win. Also, big giant dudes. I still play the Vegeta. It's a good card.
It's very good.
Also, with this deck, I always have like the Trunks out because he's like just a dude. You can just tap him for that. He's not blocked or anything. You can free dude. Nimbus, because I don't like Protector of the People, but I also don't like this card, so I don't know.
When the Forbidden Fruit comes out, you probably just run that
Yes,
instead.
because I don't care about discarding. It's just the attacking with Unison sucks because like I can just get Demigra to death because of 1 mana.
Demigra.
And then the last one, Yellow has no good counterplays really for like negating Topo cards and Floodgates. This is the best one I've found. Negates the 3 or less effect and then negate battle card of Unison. I have won a game where my opponent goes Heroic Prospect and hit a Majin Buu out. I just did this, negated the Buu and win for game. This card is fine. I don't feel yay or nay on it.
Do you like Release from Evil?
I couldn't find room for it today because I wanted all this stuff, and then after a tournament, now I'm feeling like probably could find room for Release from Evil. I like Release from Evil a lot.
Maybe like Vegeta? Like take out Vegeta for...
We'll see. Maybe if more people start playing like the Spice, then maybe I'll have to play the Spice. It's just Gogeta. Gogeta is just so annoying.
It's just Gogeta, man.
It's just Gogeta. Yeah, Release from Evil's good. Food Arc Banisher is also a good one for another giant boss. I think that card's still really good now.
What, Giant Ball?
Yeah, there's also Giant Ball. Open the Gates of Hell is not that good because you have to pay a mana and have a Unison out, so if a Unison dies, it sucks.
What do you like the Super Namekian Might negate from Jetbox 6? The
Huh?
one you pitch it and you pitch a card and then you negate the skills of a battle card or a Unison. Sounds bad, yeah. I know. Sorry.
Yeah, that sounds
Sorry.
pretty bad. That was fine. And then like the other thing you can do is like just max out on ape cards, but
Yeah.
even then, I still don't know. Like the deck is mostly filler. There's like 15 other cards you can shove in here. It is what it is.
I know we played 3 rounds. So what were your matchups?
I played against AOD, and it was super close. I almost got killed because he just had more stuff than me. Round 2 was the mirror. Won a die roll, so that was pretty good. And I had Mutato.
Got him.
We went to like turn 6.
And no Xeno Cell for you, boy.
Yeah, when his deck goes to
He
turn...
don't got it. I do.
oh yeah, I did Bergamo him, and he told me afterwards I was gonna do a food Shroud of Mystery play. Because he was at 6, I Bergamo to food his energy.
That's good.
And then I played against
Yeah, it's good.
I played against Universe 7 with the yellow Frieza leader.
Yeah. Shout out to Leonard.
Yeah, shout out to Leonard. I beat him in 10 minutes in the game 1. I just went I went Dragon Fist on turn 4, and he has the 0 combo cards.
Got him.
So that'll kill him. And then the next game was turn 5 with Dragon Fist after I negated his topo.
God.
It is what it is.
That Goku is
Dragon
ridiculous.
Fist is so good. It's so good.
Look,
It is really good.
Tap it game.
I think no one plays it because obviously Icarus is considered the best yellow deck in the format.
Yes.
But like I told Navarro, like this deck, like it gives you trouble because tapping 2 for Zamasu to just tap that Goku is
Yes.
just so bad.
No, I'll say Hydro Dragon is a better yellow deck, but this deck, it can go and it's actually good. It's a real aggressive yellow deck. Some of those don't exist because they don't print aggressive yellow cards, but this deck is an aggressive yellow deck.
Yeah, they just hate us for some reason.
Yeah, and I like
Why.
sequencing a lot in this deck because it's just so super interesting. You get to see like everything in your deck.
So what is like a opening hand? Like what are you looking for? Like outside of the Unison and Trip to
I
Hell, you
always
said.
want one of these. Doesn't matter. One of these guys. The Trunks is any of the brawlers and Trip to Hell in the Unison.
With running 50, you probably have never missed on this, have you?
Very little, very little. The rest of it doesn't matter at all. You just want to awaken as soon as possible and get your deck rolling.
Gotcha.
I don't care if it goes to 5. Like it does not matter if you go to 5. You just play the game and then you can't do anything about it because you have like 11 cards in your hand and you're always swinging because these, as long as you get like 2 or 3 of these in the game, you should just win because it's killing dudes, it's double striking, and you can always time the double strike where they have to force the combo, where it's like they're at 5 and they'll make it a 4, you put them at 3 kind of thing.
Gotcha.
You always just get there, and then you don't never mulligan for Dragon Fist, but like he'll come to you eventually.
Yeah, every time I see this card, I'm just like, oh, this is pain. Cause
Yes, because you know it's coming and you can't do anything about it.
Like, cool, I have Krillin in my hand, but just
Yeah.
just a dead 0K card.
Yeah.
This is dumb.
I wouldn't say change your super combos to around this guy, but if you gotta be wary, you like use them early kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like you don't want to lose this card.
Well, everyone's going
necessarily.
towards more of just having the draw combos. Like, no one's really playing Zamasu or playing the other ones.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, I don't know if that's going to change, but this card just makes all of those cards just...
Yes, I win most of my games because of this guy because they're playing their decks optimally, which is funny. Like if they're playing the optimal super combo, they lose,
Right.
and playing a suboptimal super combo means they might lose other matchups, but they'll be able to combo through this.
Insane.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
well-
I love this deck. This is my favorite yellow deck in the game. It's just super interesting. It does stuff that other decks don't do.
Yeah. Well, any final shout-outs or anything?
Shout out to Chris for posting all this
yay.
stuff because I record everything. So
Yeah, he's-
shout outs to Rogues and Tabletop because they're locals.
Yeah, absolutely. And
And shout out to Navarro.
Play the leader too. I'm good at the
And
game.
so is Ronaldo.
I guess, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.